Hello friends, and welcome to another week. It is Monday evening. I'm just getting in the car and I'm going to see Freakier Friday with Caroline. I'm really excited. I was full-blown obsessed with the original. Obsessed, okay? Lindsay Lohan in that movie was a huge bisexual awakening moment for me. And for a brief time, I thought I wanted to learn how to play the electric guitar. That never turned into anything. I think I just had a crush on Lindsay Lohan. So yeah, very excited to go see this film. I actually wrote a fan letter to Lindsay Lohan one time when she was in the midst of like her drug and partying era, begging her to take care of herself and slow down. And my mom told me she'd sent it, but I'm guessing she never did. So anyway, very excited to see this movie. Say hello. Hi. You guys know when Ethan's away and not cooking for me, I pull out the big guns. Look at that, Pete. Gorgina. That's a thing of beauty. I'm getting really fucking tired of the fly infestation. We haven't had them for a while. We'll maybe have one or two at most. And now I'm on my way to Home Depot to buy yet another fly trap because I'll show you when I get back. It's a full infestation. They're everywhere. They're like crawling through this little crevice in the window. I am done with these flies. I do not want to be going to Home Depot at 8 p.m. on a Tuesday night after a long day of work, but here I am. Ugh, these freaking flies. And it is when it gets really hot. And we're definitely in a heat wave here in LA. When it's more in the 80s, they don't bother us. The second it hits 90, they're like, hello again. We're back. Okay, let's go get some fly traps at Home Depot and do this whole rigmarole again. Well, this is our fly trap. Let's pray, friends, that this does the trick. All right, I promised I'd show you the fly situation. So we've got a cluster here. We've got a cluster here. There's like 10 on this plant right now. Can you even see? Yeah, you can kind of see. There's a lot. And then, oh, there's 2 there, 1 here, 1 there, 1 on this picture, 1. There were a bunch coming out from that little crevasse there, but they seem to have settled. I think perhaps that trap is starting to do its thing. It's just too much for my comfort, you guys. It's actually chilled out a lot since like 2 hours ago, but more flies on the ceiling than I want to see. In all the fly hubbub, I didn't even get to tell you guys about my day or what I thought of the movie last night. Suffice to say, we loved it. It was super fun. Was it as good as the first Freaky Friday? No, and I didn't expect it to be. So I didn't hold it to that standard, but I thought it was really, really good. Interestingly, Mark Waters, the director, was not invited back to do the second one. He did the first one, and so I was curious about that choice because I would have liked a consistent vision. Like, I would have liked him to direct both, but a woman directed this, so we support. And my only criticism is the switcheroo was a little confusing and hard for my brain to understand because it was like a 4-way switch rather than just like 2 people switching places. So that was a little tough for the old brain on a Monday night to keep track of which was which. But Jamie Lee Curtis is such a talented physical comedian. She was so funny. I mean, she's perfection in the first one. She was just as perfect in the second one. She's a talent. There were some scenes where we were really laughing at her physical comedy. And then Lindsay Lohan was great. I thought like she was just so consistent. Like her performance really translated from the first one to the second one. And I don't know, I'm just glad to see my girl back. She seems like she's in a really good place, and I love that for her because y'all know I ride for my girl. And the 2 young actresses were like fine. They didn't bug me too much. I usually don't like child or teen actors, but they were mostly fine. I'd give them like a solid B+. And yeah, it was just good to see Jamie Lee Curtis and Lindsay Lohan back together again. And oh, the other thing, the guy, what's that actor's name? The one from The Good Place? Good Place. He plays Jason Mendoza. Is this man? Oh no, Manny Jacinto is his name. Jason is his character. He's not. Okay, he's Filipino-Canadian. He was doing a British accent that was entirely unnecessary and was really bad. It was hard. It was hard to listen to. It came and went like the wind. But he's cute, and I like that they gave him a little moment to dance because he's a very talented dancer. Yeah, I would give it like a solid B+ as a film. And that's what I was going in hoping for, no less than a B+, and it delivered. So we love to see it. Well, here we are. The traps are trapping. Got them. We've now got 2. We've got a lot of lives lost today, friends, and it's for the best. My eyes look a little puffy because I literally just cried on the phone to Shakespeare Guy about the fly situation because it's just like annoying me so much. And there's just so freaking many. I set the traps up last night. I texted our landlord. Hopefully the situation will be resolved soon. But it's just hard living in a home where I feel like it's not my own right now. I feel like they're in charge. They're the leaders around here. And we're just coexisting with them. I want to feel in charge of my own home again. And I just have a lot of sessions today. And I'm not done till 6:30. And I'm just like, I want my home to be a place of peace again. I thought that, because when I woke up this morning, there were like a few. And then when I came out after my first session, they'd multiplied. So I really don't know what's going on. It's Friday afternoon, and I wanted to give you a little catch up about the last couple days. Yesterday, I went to see Black Swan, which is one of my favorite movies. It was re-released at the TLC Chinese Theater, which I had never been to, but is apparently quite the landmark in LA. And it was really cool. I'll put some footage here of the vibe there. It was very, what's the word? Grand, I would say, right there on Hollywood Boulevard. So that was really fun. Shakespeare Guy and I went. He'd never seen Black Swan, so I was like, well, we've got to rectify that situation. And I don't think I'd seen it since maybe college. I know I saw it like 3 times in theaters when it came out because I love it. Darren Aronofsky's best work by a long shot. Yeah, it was interesting to see it now from the perspective of a therapist, because so much of her sort of like hallucinations and mental break and kind of like losing grips with reality, I feel like can be attributed to malnutrition. Like now, having worked with clients who are truly malnourished, like the paranoia and lack of flexibility and just really intense obsessiveness and rumination, those are signs of malnutrition because your brain is eating itself. Yeah, it was kind of interesting to watch it from that perspective and be like, ah, yes. When someone is hungry, they'll do some crazy shit and think some crazy things. And that is just your body's way of trying to, you know, protect you and keep you alive. So yeah, I got way more from it this time even than I have before, because I feel like now I'm like my fully formed adult brain, hopefully fully formed, was just picking up more than ever. So yeah, it was fun to see that. And then today I've got 3 sessions. This morning was very stressful unexpectedly because I had to like reattest which I have to do every few months, where I like reconfirm, like, yes, I'm a licensed therapist. Yes, here's all my information. But like everything had expired, so I had to like prove to them that I have all the documentation and that it's not expired, or it had expired last time I had tested. Whatever. I was just kind of on a hunt for documents this morning, and I find that sort of thing very stressful. But, oh, Ethan is back home. He got home late on Wednesday night, and he killed a lot of flies yesterday with the electric zapper, and we had a pest control guy come over and put out some more different traps and spray some shit. So I think we are really getting the better of these guys. There are so many fly carcasses outside in these traps. It's really crazy to see, but I think we're gaining on them. There's only now like 1 or 2 in the home, which compared to how it was is miraculous. So yeah, I think you're all caught up, and it's just gonna be like a chill weekend at home with Ethan, I think, because I'm just enjoying him while I've got him. He goes out of town again next week. So yeah. Good morning. Well, it's Saturday afternoon, so I don't know what I'm saying. I got my period this morning. My cramps are really bad. I feel sort of on the edge of tears constantly. And I was going to take Petey to get his little nails clipped at Petco, but he's hiding under the bed because he's no dummy, and he just knows that we're going to do that. How he knows, I don't know, but I guess he speaks fluent English. And we gave him a bath last night too, so he's kind of like, I'm not falling for any of these tricks. And I can't lure him out from under the bed to save my life. And I was just getting frustrated and teary, so now I'm going to go get an iced coffee before I lose my mind. So let's go do that. Look who I captured. Captured you. We had to lift up the bed, but we did it. And I got this bad boy. Let's go get Petey's nails done. Yeah, I'm a little scared. It's later in the evening. We tried to get his nails trimmed, and the last clip you saw was about all he could take. So the second she even reached for his little nails, he was like, no, we're not doing this. And he started yelping and not even letting her go near him. So yeah, we're gonna probably have to find a place that like muzzles or sedates them. Not looking forward to that. But yeah, it's weird because he's had his nails trimmed by that exact same woman many, many times, but he's just hit a wall with it, I guess. I think he's just like, no. Either it was just today he was like, no, or maybe he's just very anti getting his nails clipped now, randomly. But my mom's dog Morty has the same problem, so I'm probably going to ask her, like, what she does, because I forget. But yeah. And then I was really tired, and I had to come home and cry and collapse on the couch in pain. But luckily, Kelsey came over, and we just had, like, a nice girly chat, and that kind of distracted me from my cramps. But yeah, I'm watching some reality TV before I rally to go to Ethan's show tonight. It's like a little acoustic guitar show with some of his friends. So I'll take you along with me as I do that, but just trying to get that second wind out here. And now, of course, Petey's being an absolute angel. Of course, because he got out of what he wanted to get out of. Good afternoon, folks. I just made it to one of my favorite coffee shops, Palm Coffee in North Hollywood. I'm really suffering today with continued period cramps. I got like a very light to kind of non-existent period last month, and I think my body is like, well, we gave you a little break while you were in Portugal, and now we're gonna come back full force with a vengeance. So yeah, my uterine lining is shedding like no other, but I'm getting my nails done today. The grow out is real, so we gotta get them looking fresh. And yeah, I'm doing the two things, getting coffee and getting my nails done, that my dad teased me about last week, saying that those are the only two things I ever do or places I ever go. And he wasn't wrong. It was so sweet though. Petey was being so sweet this morning, and he was like licking me and sleeping between my legs and on my lap and just like giving me all the love and attention this morning, because I think he could tell I wasn't feeling well. And yeah, Ethan's show last night was super fun. Just some beautiful music all around, and it was nice having my mom there. She just like loves Ethan's music and all his music buddies, and she's just like a very enthusiastic audience member. So that was really fun, and I talked to like a couple people afterwards and did my social bag, and then passed the heck out when I got home. So we're trying to take today slow. Other than this little outing, I'm gonna take the rest of the day pretty slow, and I'm excited about that. So let's go get our coffee. I brought my Kindle. I'm reading like a really stupid beach read by Carly Fortune. What's it called? It takes place on Prince Edward Island in Canada. It's called This Summer Will Be Different. It's about a girl who has a crush on her best friend's brother, and I think they end up hooking up. So good stuff. That's about all I can handle emotionally right now, because I'm just not feeling very well. So let's go get our coffee and do some reading. Alrighty, ready for the new nail debut? Woo! They're really pretty. They're like a corally pink. Obsessed. Had such a fun time with my girl Fariba today. I learned way more about her life story, and boy, she's been through a lot, but she's just the best. So we had a really good gab, and I just feel, well, I don't feel physically better because I was riding some crazy cramps in there, but I feel emotionally and spiritually better because I got some crazy tea about Fariba's life, and that always fills me up. And I got some chocolate and some coffee out of the situation. Oh. So anyway, I think I'm gonna end the vlog here and just go home and have a nice relaxing afternoon with my boys, and then see you in the next one. So yeah, thanks for coming along with me on this one, and as always, like and subscribe, comment if anything strikes your fancy, and I will see you next week.